Hey everybody, it's Mary. I just wanted to come in a little bit and give everybody the heads up. Listen, today is a proud day. Heaven is 32 hours ahead of us. So it's right about 8 o'clock in the evening. But something's been going on since roughly about 11 o'clock last night. And it's a huge war. And at the end of tribulation, it's been a while since I did a video, but he raises people up, and heaven was slaughtered, and Jesus and Saint Michael both have been on separate occasions brought back, and the people have been brought. That's right, and the people have been brought back, and it's final war. Today is a proud day. It is Saturday, our day, but in Judah it would be the Lord's Day, Sunday. And some people are being crowned with the white robe, and some people will be renewed when they just can't go anymore. For the final stage, the completion that will come in 2023-24, and Jesus' second coming. And for anyone that questioned that Jesus Christ is in fact God, he is fixing to show you, and he is fixing to put an end to all the racials, to all the women's rights. He's going to show you what it is to be a married couple, what it is to step into somebody's shoes. And what people fail to realize is when God leaves and he gives his authority over to Satan for 3.5 years. He gives that. And he leaves his people. He goes to hell. And you will go to hell. But your hell is any place where you're not. So what you have to realize is if you find yourself living the best life you can, and you get sentenced to eternal hell, listen, that he's the righteous judge. He's gonna come back. What's going on with people? It's called the devil's breath, Scopephine. It's look it up, but it's a drug, and what it does is it hands over. You can't remember, and it's horrific drug that they give you, and it causes you to do basically whatever that they tell you, and so the whole thing is you must repent for everything, and how Satan's getting in, and how their burden is a checklist, and they started in with God and his family, and they cause you to do these atrocious things. So basically people are victimized by this horrific act, where they're coming in and forced to have sex with they can't even recall it. And then they get slaughtered with body parts completely mutilated, just washed, I'm talking atrocious acts with horses and things that you cannot imagine. And then they get slaughtered with guns and forced, and there's no recollection of memories, and there's no help. And so you have to pay attention to dry mouth. You'll think, where did my day go? You need to pay attention to time, chapped lips, look at the eyes dilated. You're victimized of rape. You're being tortured. And then you'll stand in front of the judge panels, and you're going to get sentenced to eternal hell. But it's not eternal. They are going off of the 6th day, and it's not the 7th day. And you have to pay attention. People have got to know this. Some people will find that they're in hell. For it's not over. Your God will be there if he's not there when you're there. And some people are going to get sent to eternal limbo. I will be there. I will be there with Archangel Saint Michael, and some people will go to Judah, which is heaven. But the real hell is where your God is not. And we have to fight and warn against this. And the whole thing is, you're going to find that these abductions and things are happening and there's no help. And your God has, in its atrocious, I mean, it's horrific abuse that's going to take away every single thing. And they are going to judge you, and you may go to eternal hell, but that is where your God is not. And if you're one, and if he who is not with me is against me, and if you're fighting with your God, you know, like they're gonna say that we know. Well, listen, he was beheaded and dead, but yet Archangel Saint Michael is fighting, and he is frowned upon, looked as he's the betrayer, but we know he's the one that takes down Satan. And so they're selling the whole idea of the 6th day, because it does look like that. But God is going to bring his people out of all 4 winds, heaven, hell, and purgatory, earth. And if you're not, he's going to put his right hand up, and all the demons it's going to be removed. And anybody that's not with him has lost their soul. And it's important to know that people are knowing. But today, I don't even know. I have to look at the date. But I'll put it on the caption. People are receiving their robes. This has been going on. And Purple Rain, that song, and we just been listening to it over and over. There's a 34 minute that. And you're going to get to heaven, and you're going to find that Archangel Saint Michael and Jesus Christ. And I'm fishing Jesus' son. He's going to show you what that is, Jesus and God. And he's going to clarify all of these questions, what it is to be Mary, self-sacrifice, what it means to step into somebody's shoes. We're all going to know it. And when I say Prince, but I urge people that never even had appreciation, I feel everyone's going to have appreciation, because that song has been playing as people are getting crowns. And some people that are fighting alongside God are getting sent to eternal hell, which your God will be there. And he's got people there stationed to help out. And a betrayal's a real thing. I mean, you trust your God, and that's it. In Jesus Christ, you go to him. And but know that at that point, as the queen is going to end up marching people and sentencing her loved ones that have to eternal hell, but their eternal hell is where God's going to be there. And people got to know all's not lost. This drug, you can't repent for what you can't remember. And I'm scared. I'm locking myself up in the car, because this last attack is going to be the attack that it's going to take my life. But your life cannot be taken. Your soul is gifted to you, and he can gift it to you for eternal. And it has to be done, because the panel has failed to see. They're just viewing, and they've anything embarrassment that you cannot believe. It's going to be horrific, like you having sex with your grandchildren and horses. I mean, everything in Genesis they make you do under this, and it's like all these curses and things. It is basically, it puts you under possession, and you can't remember, and you can't repent. And they have done this, and they will replay it and scold it. And instead of helping you and figuring out the cause, and Jesus has suffered and endured this. His persecution in the beginning was nothing. That was like him swimming in the, the ocean, and now that there's blades and there's nothing but just these vicious, just, and so it's all coming. And you need to pay attention to your surroundings, your times. For me, it's like I'm thinking I'm sick, tremors, numbness, tongue numbness, shakings, bleeding, and instead of helping you, and so we got to come together and be still